Welcome to The Explainer. In the world of M&A, there's a new player in the game, artificial intelligence. And the big question on everyone's mind is it here to be our teammate, or is it here to replace us? Today, we're diving into the AI revolution in M&A to figure out, once and for all, if the robots are coming for our jobs. So let's kick things off with one single number that tells you pretty much everything you need to know: 35%. That's how much of a senior M&A partner's time gets eaten up by low-value administrative grunt work. Think about that. That's the drag, the friction in the system, and it's exactly the kind of work that AI is built to just wipe off the table. And this table just nails the difference. I mean, on the left, you've got the old way, right? Static keywords, junior associates burning out from manually reviewing hundreds of companies. And the worst part, when an analyst leaves, all that knowledge they've built up just walks right out the door. But look at the right. The AI workflow flips the whole thing on its head. It thinks strategically, it never gets tired, and every single decision it makes gets logged, building a permanent, compounding library of knowledge for the firm. So yeah, this new AI-powered workflow isn't just about making things a little easier. It's about a radical, almost unbelievable increase in pure efficiency. Let's get into the numbers, because the way it changes the whole deal timeline is, well, it's pretty mind-blowing. Just look at these figures. I mean, the time savings are absolutely massive. We're talking about due diligence hours getting slashed by 75%, contract review time dropping by 70%, and just general review times cut in half. This isn't just a small step up. It's a complete change in how fast deals can actually get done. And all that speed, well, it goes straight to the bottom line. Take this one firm, for example. They saved $120,000 in a single year, and that's just on research costs. But it's not really about the savings, is it? It's about taking that money, that time, that energy, and pointing it at what really matters, finding the right deal way faster than the competition. And we're not just talking about research, and not by a long shot. AI is now automating some of the most soul-crushing parts of the job. Imagine feeding it raw data and a summary, and getting back a full-blown 100-plus slide investment memo in just a few hours, not weeks. And it gets rid of that classic nightmare of the numbers in your Excel model not matching the PowerPoint. We've all been there. Okay, so AI is handling research. It's helping with modeling. It's even building the decks. It's totally fair then to ask that big, kind of uncomfortable question about our jobs. Right. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? If the machine can do all that heavy lifting, what's left for us, for the humans in the room? Well, the answer is way more interesting and, frankly, a lot more encouraging than you might think. This quote from the Financial Law Institute really gets to the heart of it. We need to completely reframe how we're thinking about this. It is not, and never was, man versus machine. The real contest is the advisor with AI versus the advisor without it. The goal here isn't replacement. It's about creating a superhuman analyst. So what does this partnership actually look like day to day? Let's break down this new division of labor and see where we, the humans, still have a massive edge. This table lays it out perfectly. Look, AI is an absolute beast at the quantitative stuff. It can process insane amounts of data, spot patterns we'd miss, and do all the boring, repetitive work. And what does that do? It frees up our brain power to focus on the things a machine can't touch, understanding why the seller is really selling, reading the room in a tough negotiation, giving strategic advice, and building that deep, human trust that every single deal is built on. But, and this is a really big but, we can't treat AI like it's some magic bullet. To really use it well, you have to be brutally honest about where it falls short. Because for all their power, these tools are nowhere near perfect. For one, AI can hallucinate. That means it can just make things up that sound totally convincing but are completely false. It can skim a contract and completely miss a weird but critical clause because it doesn't truly get the context. And it has absolutely no way of judging the soft stuff, you know? Like, is the management team actually any good? What's the company's real reputation in the market? And if you think that's just a theoretical problem, listen to this. In a real deal, an AI tool confidently reported that a sale was tax compliant. It even cited a tax document to prove it. The problem? That document didn't exist. The AI just invented it. That little hallucination ended up costing the buyer a cool $1.5 million. That's why a human in the loop isn't just a good idea, it's an economic necessity. So, knowing all this, the incredible power and the serious pitfalls, how do we actually make it work?
Let's map out the new hybrid workflow, the model that's going to define the future of deal-making.
Think of it like this. AI is your new co-pilot. It does the first pass, scanning the market and flagging risks in minutes. Then you, the human pilot, step in. You validate its findings, you dig deeper, you assess all those human factors it can't see. From there, you're in the driver's seat for strategy and negotiation, while your AI co-pilot handles the execution, like automating the paperwork. And that's really the whole ballgame. AI isn't here to replace your judgment, it's here to supercharge it. It clears out all the noise so that you can move faster, see the field more clearly, and focus your expertise on the big picture decisions that actually win deals. So, that brings us to the bottom line for every single firm out there. The debate about if AI is going to change M&A is officially over. The only question left is how fast you can adapt. Because the firms that weave these tools into their workflow are going to have an advantage that's pretty much impossible to beat. In the end, the future of M&A doesn't belong to AI. It belongs to the people who master it. It belongs to the deal makers who can combine the ice-cold precision of data with the irreplaceable gut-feel judgment needed to navigate the messy, human side of a deal. The only real question left is, which one are you going to be?